This year we have chosen Sweden to visit. It's one of the most innovative countries in the world. This is so amazing, and see what we can learn from that and bring it to Hong Kong and Greater China.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be met by one of the founders of King Digital in Sweden.
I'm going to do a very brief introduction to talk about the company's sustainability strategy.
The person speaking with us will be actually their president and CEO.
That will give us a very unique perspective in terms of design thinking and so some of the innovative things that they're doing here.
We went to Hasselblad. When the CEO presented to us, he said, so what you can do is come up with a strategy. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then execute on it, making sure there's good spirit and understanding from the actual staff themselves so that they can work towards a common goal and interest. Every employee in the firm, he mentioned, that had passion to do with the camera. So I think that is key for a very successful company.
Just visited King Digital. What is so great about it is not only what they've achieved with their game Candy Crush Saga, even more so, they have started just with 4 or 5 people. Not a lot of capital, just by hard work and commitment and a very appealing idea, they managed to create something that is really one of its kind and leading the industry and touching the lives of millions and millions of people all over the world. It's been highly inspiring.
Also, CUHK alumni.
I'm not surprised that ABB has survived for 130 years. They're thinking and designing things that is not normally associated with robotics and industrial automation. They're always a few steps ahead, so hopefully that's something we can learn and make our work better.
And we have learned a lot about what real innovation is and how persistent and sustainable ideas should be.
So we're here at SAS, we get to meet the CEO and learn a lot about the aviation industry, how the market is, the challenges that SAS is actually facing. But what's actually more exciting and what we biggest takeaway is how do you strategically maneuver through all these challenges, working with what you have. There's talk about the circle of influence, and also from a management perspective, the culture, how you should behave of being number one, but always act as number 2.
I was truly impressed by the innovation strategy, and especially for appliances company, they usually start with product, but then Electrolux put consumers at their heart, especially with their unique innovation model.
I understand that sustainability is a key success factor, especially if we always focus on customer-centric and providing good services to the community.
This is Volvo Cars, the most iconic Turkish car manufacturing brand here, and we also visit their Volvo museums.
It's pretty impressive. Here we are. The car industry is being highly competitive, and after the acquisition between Geely and Volvo, we found that Volvo is keeping quite insist on the safety of the cars, and they upgrade all these outfits of the car, and it looks pretty good. And we got a very good driving experience.
We appreciate the lecture by Professor Hong on the design thinking, and it gave us a really good foundation for the rest of our week and see design thinking in action.
This is now a company that actually takes a design request or design thinking. The interesting aspect was we learned that it wasn't just around product design, it was also around service design, as well as some of the other type of process design that they may have in place as well, which are all very, very different, but they share with us how their methodology is predominantly around gathering user feedback and really focusing around the human aspect of design thinking. And I think we all probably all got a lot out of the learning from this very innovative, award-winning company.
Learned a lot from the Vice President of Ericsson. He shared his insight of Ericsson and the future trends, and a lot of technology is being used, but we don't know very well. And we learned a lot from the B2C insights because it is the future of our business.
Tell the TV system that switch over there.
It proved that it is a great place to work, environment-wise and also colleagues. Then scientific leadership, because of that BioVenture Hub idea, that they invite all the industry-leading small to medium-sized company to join that scientific research community. So that is their way of leading a great place to work.
The Swedish people are so friendly, and I think the more we see the company, we see a different culture from Sweden. And also we're building a big bond between all the teams here with 60 people in this group. This will be a great role mark in my life, and I'll treasure it forever. And it will be a fantastic opportunity for any one of you to come and check us out in EMBA CUHK. Yes, go Sweden!
This global trip, students apply what they have learned in Sweden and use it in the local context. Hopefully they can come up with a lot of creative ideas. At the end of the day, we'll be able to benefit people in Hong Kong and its vicinity.
I love you, man.